game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes.
In the internet.
And all notes you see are left by other players.
Hello, internet.
Ah, our people.
Did any of you commenters leave these notes?
Nice room. Not.
Rude.
Psst. Idiot.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this
How do you beat
game
this
is not
game?
connected to the internet. All of the notes that
point
you're
to
going to
this.
see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right
Reasonable.
away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and
Divine
very
fun.
patient with me. And I cooled off eventually. Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way,
That's true.
to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts
Just saw a flying
and
penguin, let me tell you,
feelings and
Mrs.
beliefs and has no way to express them
What the fuck?
except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be
I'm
played.
crying now and plan on ripping my eyes out. I must go now to do that.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt,
It was no nice.
that we get to know him better
I would like
and
it when I
actually
could.
kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Boring. There's an acorn somewhere in this place and sailors are looking for it.
Okay.
That's probably true.
I don't want to go this way.
It's kind of too bad.
Is it?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
positive.
Absolutely sure.
I know what you're thinking.
Damn it.
You could have just tried the invisible wall over there.
Yeah, but what if it was there and wasn't over there? I wouldn't have known.
It's not what you think, bro. Recognize me, please.
Notice me, senpai. Notice me. Nothing here. Don't listen to that guy.
Free t-shirt. Door open how? Help people because of the internal. No room. Do you hear the chimes? This is where I get off. I failed to write anything here. I am compelled. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further will only result in what?
Misery.
Oh.
I mean, interesting that he put all these in here himself.
Mm-hmm. It's somewhat...
Schizotypal.
You think?
Possibly. I mean...
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle
like a
means.
depression kind of thing.
Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door
Having
on
all
a
these
previous
other,
chapter
like,
of his life before moving on to the next one.
Thought bubbles and
In
stuff.
each of his games, after exploring
I'll
a
let you
theme that,
finish,
he
maybe.
might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Help. So as
having all these thought bubbles here, though,
okay,
is maybe like a sort of way to, I'm trying to think of a way to articulate this. Make himself feel less depressed, sad, alone.
where are you getting the sadness and depression from? Out of curiosity.
It's just kind of the way things are. I mean, the speech bubbles are kind of, in a way,
Yeah, and I mean the tone and like the music alone
the tone in the music,
is very
the world design for being very linear rooms is a bunch of really odd shapes for no particular reason.
Well, I mean, take into account also he hasn't been designing levels for terribly long, but as a
There's
player,
this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces. Before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
how do you feel about Davey and Coda as a player, though? Like what's your take on both of them?
Interesting, all the keyboard noises.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't really have one.
Okay.
Like, Davey is just kind of like, here's a bunch of stuff, and Coda,
Maybe please say something. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty? Speak, 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 speak. Speak, speak.
repressing something, wants to
Okay,
say
this one is
something,
tough.
maybe. I don't
It's
know.
gonna kind of
Porn
just
stars
spin its
die,
own
too.
wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it. See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? Put a giant hole in the ground.
That's not what that is.
Okay, now how about along the wall of the room? Let's put a huge picture of a horse.
You are just awful.
I think we should light up this room a bit.
I don't.
We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah.
You have done nothing, I said.
And a table. You need a table. Tables were invented in 1935.
Ooh, yes. Now we're talking.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
I mean, you could argue that it's saying something about consumerism.
Yeah.
So,
Davey.
okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. You...
I was walking forward in that direction.
forward in that direction. You can only walk forward. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care of the first click on this table. So remember this. Wrong fucking table. You remembering this?
Yeah.
Table picture, lamp, left side sofa.
That one?
No, left side. Left side. Finally, touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start and be taken back to your prison.
Okay.
Alright. You got it?
I think so.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Real quick for a few more
I like
ideas.
this one.
I mean,
I thought
he
that was
really
clever.
unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Okay. Fixate on the lamppost.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, I got this. Domino's Pizza. Hello? Who is this?
Sniper on the rooftop.
Hey, it's me. I'm you after you escaped the prison. You're me? ... So you were trapped in this prison too? Can you
It's a
take
conversation.
the yellow?
And so this is
yeah,
what
sure.
Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows.
Yep, I was in the furniture
But the
maze.
irony is
That's
that
where I
even
am
in
right
this
now.
scenario, you're still talking
Oh, I'm
to
so
yourself.
glad to know that I get out eventually.
All of these
What's it
games
like
so
to
far
escape?
are Coda talking to himself.
Strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in the prison.
Why? Was there anything about it that you felt good about? Being here sucks. Also, why does my voice get higher pitched in the future? Do I stop sounding like Pee Wee Herman?
True. Maybe I only like things once I don't have them anymore.
I do that too, I guess. But is that just how it's going to be forever? I'd really like to change that.
Maybe.
Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped?
No, I think I'm the first person to call back.
Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do?
To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now, and what you're wearing.
What? That will free me? How does that work? Also mostly lace. I called me on the phone and I touched myself. Okay, I feel afraid that nothing will ever change.
Go on.
Did you press 1, 2, or 3?
All
Go
three.
On. No.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice? So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Well, he'd start in a cave with the door puzzled.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Maybe because it was there already. But, I could be wrong. Clean.
Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everybody knows how lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create.
Davey, I can't voice act when you're talking. Ha, something tells me you're gonna be fun to do this job with. Well, this place isn't gonna clean itself, as far as I know. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, can you please clear the table? I'm gonna stop doing voices. It's driving me nuts.
I cleared the table.
Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bathroom and make the bed, or bedroom and make the bed?
You got it.
Hey man, Mitch Hedberg said, man, any room can be a bedroom.
Any room could also be a bathroom.
While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Shut up, phone.
You enjoy being a house cleaner?
Well, I don't enjoy it as much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my rib cage. My soul can't be soothed any other way, it seems, which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that and a tidy couch. Would you straighten the pillows on the sofa out here?
No. I did it.
Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that?
They get especially cheesy. Extra cheese.
Ellipse. Ellipse. No ellipse. No, it was stupid. Sorry. Never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that, period?
Got it.
Instead of question mark. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human.
Okay.
Come in all different shapes and sizes. Some of us have blocks for heads.
I mean, I might have a block for a head.
Are there still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf?
I don't like the layout of this house.
Oh, it's a nightmare.
Perfect.
I do enjoy the music. Now then, how
After
about
the
you come and
intense
clear
set of
these
prison
dishes off the
games,
table?
I just
This
did
house
this.
cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you. And eventually,
Darling, let me tell you
appear
something.
into something meaningful.
Whatever work you do, you have to absolutely own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom, believe it or not. Trust me on this one.
Of all of his work, actually,
okay.
this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say something that... Or I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Kick. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. But there's... No, sorry.
But there's a bit of truth in it, you know?
Ellipse. Anyway, so...
Not talking about that anymore.
Housekeeping, right? Let's keep doing this. Books. Thanks.
Oh, how'd you do that?
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Ellipse.
The
Question.
game does seem a lot more like straightforward and nice.
But
Do you
of
enjoy
course,
this?
It can't last.
No.
The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Okay.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you
I
have
think
to
the reason
pick up and
Coda
move.
stopped making games is Coda is dead.
I really thought that was the point of it.
Then why would he put these games out in hopes that
This
Coda
one
would start
gets a
making
bit
games again?
goofy.
Maybe he just said that.
No. Why did you come here? Oh, wait, hang on. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job?
How did I turn like that?
Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to be perfect! This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself? Compare to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It's so easy. It's so fucking
About
easy.
halfway through the game,
Being
you lose
perfect is
patience.
effortless.
It's so easy, easy. Oh.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can...
On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start contributing to society. I want to see a teacher do this during a lecture.
Same.
Just jump up on the fucking podium. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside.
Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent.
Number 3. Ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross.
Haha, just kidding.
Is that like the Eye of Sauron?
Yes. Nothing. No one.
Do what is easiest, do what is simplest, feel what is true. Nothing, no one, perfection.
Relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Thank God we have the narrator here to tell us what all of these mean.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this. And it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Oh yeah, this one's interesting. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. All cool. Shooting some b-ball outside of the skew. Other wall.
Dancing across the stage right now.
Boo-doo-boo-boo-doo-boo. Ding. Good. Stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Since you're playing me, it totally works out. That's why I'm teaching acting. Are you crouched?
Yeah.
Grovel before her.
Assassinate.
That's not a successful. Focused. Happy. Wise.
Where's the bathroom?
What are you doing? You're deflecting. You're not saying what's actually on your mind. Stop dancing around it and have a conversation with this person. Do it again.
Here are all of my hopes and dreams.
No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. I was confidently jumping on her head, so you've got that part down. For some reason, it's just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better setting, feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent people nearby. Now talk to her again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this... Can you get in, like, an infinite loop? I did not try to. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Some other yellow text... Okay, I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage.
No, you took him away.
Yeah, I know. It was depressing.
You. I did. I win.
Okay, yes, now this is working. This is what it was like.
Eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life.
Okay.
The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago,
You're doing great.
where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what
The
can
little
you do?
noise at the end was cool.
After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Okay.
To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game.
Should I keep my eyes closed? Is that actually a thing?
Do you want to?
Is that how this
And
works?
I can tell you what's happening.
Did you keep your eyes closed?
I did at first.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Help, I'm blind. Help! You're gonna want to look out the window.
Please don't let this be forever. It's the door puzzle again. God damn it. I'm going to be killed
By a
giant
giant door.
should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest.
Oh.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off,
I don't
he's
feel
never
it
been
anymore.
this explicit in his work about
Keep
exactly
going.
what
Keep
he's
talking.
thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore.
You're doing it. It's
And
working.
in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing.
We're going to be okay.
Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.